History is filled with moments of collective madness, but few are as colorful or as bizarre as the Dutch Tulip Mania. Imagine a time when a single flower bulb could cost more than a house, a ship, or even an entire estate. This wasn't just gardening, it was a high-stakes gamble that swept a nation. Our story begins not in the Netherlands, but further east, in the vast Ottoman Empire, where tulips, wild and beautiful, first captured human fancy. By the late 16th century, these exotic blooms made their way to Europe, arriving in the Dutch Republic, a nation flush with newfound wealth from trade and exploration. Initially, tulips were a curiosity for botanists and the wealthy elite. Their vibrant colors and unique, broken patterns caused by a virus we now understand made them unlike any flower seen before. They quickly became the ultimate status symbol. To own rare tulips was to display immense wealth and sophisticated taste. Prices began to climb steadily at first, then with gathering speed. By the 1630s, tulip mania was in full swing. It wasn't just the rich anymore. Merchants, artisans, sailors, even chimney sweeps were caught in the frenzy. People weren't buying bulbs to plant in their gardens. They were buying them purely for resale, convinced prices would rise forever. This was speculation in its rawest form. Contracts to buy bulbs in the future were traded in taverns, often changing hands multiple times a day, each time at a higher price. The most legendary bulb was the Semper Augustus, famed for its striking red and white flames. At the peak of the mania, in the winter of 1636 to 1637, records suggest a single Semper Augustus bulb was valued at thousands of guilders, enough to purchase a grand house on the finest canal in Amsterdam. Fortunes were made overnight on paper. People invested their life savings, mortgaged their homes, and sold their businesses, all chasing the tulip dream. The market became detached from reality. Prices bore no relation to the intrinsic value of a flower bulb. It was a classic speculative bubble fueled by greed and the fear of missing out. Then, inevitably, the bubble burst. In February 1637, at a routine bulb auction in Haarlem, buyers suddenly failed to show up. Confidence evaporated almost overnight. Panic spread like wildfire. Everyone rushed to sell, but there were no buyers. Prices plummeted. Those holding tulip contracts found them worthless. Fortunes vanished as quickly as they had appeared. Bankruptcies rippled through the Dutch economy. People who had traded their homes for bulbs were left destitute. The government tried to intervene, offering to honor contracts at a fraction of their peak value, but the damage was done. The great Dutch Tulip Mania was over. While its overall impact on the Dutch economy is debated by historians, some argue it was less catastrophic than legend suggests. Its story remains a powerful cautionary tale about the dangers of speculation, the madness of crowds, and the illusion of easy wealth. The tulip, once a symbol of unimaginable riches, returned to being just a beautiful flower, a reminder of a time when petals were prized more than pearls. Subscribe